Okay, this is lesson 3.1 and we are on page 47. And it's the Explore activity, so let's check it out. Representing division as a fraction. Alicia and her friends Brittany, Kenji, and Ellis are taking a pottery class. The four friends have to share 3 blocks of clay. How much clay will each of them receive if they divide the 3 blocks evenly? Question A reads, the top faces of 3 blocks of clay can be represented by squares. Use the model to show the part of each block that each friend will receive. Explain. So here's kind of what this question is thinking. If this square right here represents a block of clay, and if this square represents a block of clay, this square represents a block of clay, that's 3 blocks of clay, but there's 4 people. It says Alicia and her friends, Brittany, Kenji, and Ellis. So what we do here is we take this block and we separate it into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And then what you can do here is you can use initials to say this piece would belong to Alicia, this one could be Brittany's, this could be Kenji's, and this could be Ellis. So that's the 4 friends. That's the first block. We got to do the same thing with the second block. Alicia, Brittany, Kenji, and Ellis. And we got to do the same thing with the third block. Alicia, Brittany, Kenji, and Ellis. And it says explain. What we could do here is divide the blocks into 4 pieces and write the initials on the pieces. That's our explanation. That's good enough. Okay, let's move on to question B. Question B says each piece of 1 square is equal to what fraction of a block of clay? So that's like saying this little piece right here. This little piece right here. Well, that's 1 piece out of 4 sections, so the answer to B is 1/4. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Question C says, explain how to arrange the pieces to model the amount of clay each person gets and sketch the model. So if we went back up to the top, you would notice that there were 3 pieces for Alicia. How many pieces does Brittany get? Well, she's also going to get 3. You can actually just sketch the same thing here. Brittany would get 3 pieces. And Kenji would get 3 pieces. You can do the same sketch. So really all we're doing is taking that picture from the top of the page and we're just reorganizing it. Go up and count all the number of pieces that Ellis gets. Ellis got 3 pieces also. So they all got 3 pieces. Which is what they were supposed to get because they had to split up the clay evenly. So there's not really anything to write here. I guess it says explain how. What you could do is just say rearrange the pieces. Each person gets 3. Each person gets 3. Alright, question D. Question D says, what fraction of a square does each person's pieces cover? So let's go up to this one I sketched right here for Brittany. So the whole square, I'll go ahead and highlight the whole square in green. The whole square is this right here, but only 1, 2, 3 were covered. So 3 were covered out of 4. What fraction is that? It's 3 out of 4. It says explain. I'd probably say something like this. Each person got 3 pieces. Three pieces out of 4. And 3 pieces out of 4 is, like we said, it's 3/4. How much clay will each person receive? 3/4 of a block. The answer is not 3/4, it's 3/4 of a block. And question F reads, how does this situation represent division? Well, here's why. 3 blocks of clay. Let me go ahead and I'm probably going to type this. I think I can have a little bit better explanation if I type it. 3 blocks of clay divided by 4 people equals 3/4 of a block per person. So it says, the question says, how does this situation represent division? Well, it represents division by taking 3 blocks of clay and dividing it by 4 people. I want you to notice something right here. You might want to take notes off to the side. This is kind of important. 3 divided by 4 is 3/4. So really all we're doing here is we're taking our numerator, our first term, and it becomes our numerator, and we're taking our second term, it becomes our denominator. This right here needs to go on the side margin. You need to pay attention to that. 3 divided by 4, 3 blocks of clay divided by 4 people is equal to 3/4. Alright, so we are done with our first page. Good job.